Well, Mohammad Yunus's statements have obviously created a furor in India.
7 states of India, eastern part of India, called Seven Sisters. They are landlocked country, landlocked region of India. They have no way to reach out to the ocean. We are the only guardian of the ocean for all this region. So this opens up a huge possibility. So this could be an extension of the Chinese economy. Build things, produce things, market things, bring things to China, bring it out to the whole rest of the world.
With suggestions coming in from politicians, especially from the northeast. This because Mohammad Yunus's comments, specifically catering to China, talk about the northeast part of India being landlocked and Bangladesh being the guardian of the ocean in this region. So obviously this is something that has not gone down well with leaders from the northeast, who obviously see this as yet another statement from Mohammad Yunus, which of course seems to be wooing China, but at the same time trying to undermine India's strategic interests in the region. Now, in this context, Chittagong is once again back in the focus, and some of the leaders from the northeast have brought up Chittagong. And why have they brought up Chittagong? Chittagong is a very important port in Bangladesh, but the other importance that it has from India's perspective is that it is very close to the border in Tripura. In fact, there's a bridge over the river that has been built on the border, and that is also has been built by India. That is called the India-Bangladesh Maitree Bridge, and this bridge and this road can connect to Chittagong Port in just a matter of 85 kilometers. So it's about 85 kilometers away from the port, less than 100 kilometers actually. And that could provide another alternative pathway, a corridor for transshipment of goods to the northeast. And that's why this is something that India and Bangladesh have been working together, in fact, in the previous regime as well. And the Chittagong port is of immense strategic interest from that point of view, given that the connectivity to India's northeast primarily now depends on the Chicken's Neck corridor, or the Siliguri corridor as we know it. And this is, as you know, a stretch of land that has Bangladesh on one side, it has Nepal on the other, it has Bhutan on one side, and then of course further up along the border with Sikkim you have China. So this is a very strategically important region, and therefore the other alternative could be Chittagong Port. And because Mohammad Yunus seems to be suggesting that China come in and expand its economy in a massive opportunity, as he puts it, this is seen as yet another sort of way to undermine India's strategic interests, is what foreign policy watchers in India say. But Chittagong, like I said, is important because if you see the ADB report, the Asian Development Bank report, the paper that's been published, it shows how Chittagong is actually also beneficial because the kilometers traversed from any port through the Siliguri corridor versus using the Chittagong port to reach Tripura and then the other northeastern states is a distance that's much shorter and therefore more economical, and also makes more sense for India, which is why India has been working on these agreements with Bangladesh as well. But that is why Chittagong is also in focus, and Chittagong also has had a history. In fact, it was former Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina who brought lasting peace to the region with the accord there, the peace accord. There are otherwise indigenous tribes that are also part of, tribes who also are, living in India, and they of course are also a part of their Indian identity. So obviously this is something that the tip promoter chief has also pointed out. But again, Chittagong is back in the focus for all these regions. It's an important economic hub for Bangladesh, no doubt, but it's also an important corridor and a port for India strategically and India's northeast, and therefore the whole furor over Mohammad Yunus's comments seem to have also led Indian politicians, especially from the northeast, who are asking India's government to secure India's strategic security, especially when it comes to the northeast, are also now commenting on Chittagong, obviously referencing not just the importance of Chittagong economically as a port, but also going back in history to suggest that this is something that is again an issue that has perhaps troubled Bangladesh in the past, but it was Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina, who's now again herself in India, who brought lasting peace to that. So obviously, this is a complicated issue, but the crux of the matter lies in Md Yunus's comments on being the guardian of the ocean in the region, referring to India's northeastern states as landlocked and asking China to expand, and India, of course, responding with the reference, not India officially, but Indian politicians, at least from the northeast, some of them responding with the Chittagong angle as well. For more such videos where we go beyond the news and add context to daily developments, especially when it comes to crucial issues like India's strategic interests, please do stay tuned to NDTV's YouTube platform. Thank you for watching NDTV. Stay tuned to NDTV.